It's the building that was opened the year the franchise became known as the Titans. Welcome to Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Greg Zuerlein out for the opening kick. And away we go from Nashville. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Set! Set, go! Ready?
We'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. He's contained at the line for no gain. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinton Williams. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Hey!
Again, a run with Pollard. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Set, go!
Here he is on 3rd and long. Caught by Pollard. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
On the ball!
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 7 Pirate. Go!
Here's the snap on 4th. Oh, tried forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner with the INT. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Go!
First snap, and Fields wants to throw. And his first pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Second down and 10. Fields escapes the pocket. They get 13 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. On his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And they had that one contained right at the line. Sent down by Cody Barton. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Play action, Fields. Has it at the 7. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here we go, son.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Here we go. Right.
Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Right.
Edwards. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Hot, hot.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That's brought in by Calvin Woodley. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, with a big gain on that play.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
2nd and 10 now. Taking a shot deep down the field it goes. This is caught inside the 15. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. 1st down.
Let's go now. Ready.
From the red zone now. Has it in close. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Pack the 60. Pack the 60.
He's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw. Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans tie this game 7-7. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. We're good. Hey, Ken. Easy.
Running back sent in motion.
All right.
A pistol snap. Fields. Wilson's got it. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play.
Go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. He's on the move. He takes it himself.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Here's a nickel look by the Titans. 3rd down.
Here we go. West, hit. Angel. Hey, never mind. Monday. Say hi.
Off play action. It's Fields. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
Here we go. Say hi. Say hi.
They'll go from the gun with Edwards. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Out. Yep. Say hi.
Fields on first down. Throwing the out route complete. catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Here we go. Out, let's go. Press, bunch right. Right.
Edwards on the shotgun handoff. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Has it in close. He has the New York touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Zerline on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Chooses to bring this one out. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got 2 things on their mind. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
You got a mini basement. Why not? Right.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, son. Hey, 5:51. 5, go.
They're going play action. And the defender coming away with it. The rookie from Penn State makes the play.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. And you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
19 Lions. Buffalo 18.
Motioning the tight end left.
Take go.
2nd and 6 now. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Curve 19. Curve 19. Go.
Pass play coming here. Pass taken in by Pollard. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 and the 31. It's a gain of 4 there. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Here we go.
He'll throw it. That throw finds Okonkwo. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Okay, break.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Ready? Hot, hot.
First and 10, it's Pollard. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
Here we go, set.
Looking to the air here. Cut by Lockett. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They'll throw on first. Pass is cut at the 9. Hits the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans parlay the interception into points. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Here's Sly to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Titans tie things up at 14. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be up at 30. $19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken.
First down throw for Fields. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Here we go. Right.
They go play action on first. Headed out right. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Nearly an interception on that play. And that'll bring up second down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Back to throw it. He puts some power on a deep one left. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jack Jones has got it.
Ready?
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
18 Cardinal.
A final throw before the break. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. The ball is out. And it actually goes out of bounds before anyone can scoop it up. That's how we're going to wrap up our first half. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Hey, 10. Tonight.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up the play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
Fields out of the gun. He'll get this complete to Lazard. Oh, putting him in the spin cycle. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Here we go. Delta.
Man in motion, out of the slot.
Tonight.
On first down, they'll run. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go, son.
Here's Fields to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. Running in the red zone. He does it! Touchdown, New York! The Jets take the lead right away in half number 2. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Zerline on now for the extra point. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, first and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He puts everything behind this one. And it's grabbed inside the 30. He takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans start the second half with some needed points. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect calm catch and sleeping to start that drive.
That one right down the middle. And the Titans tie this game at 21. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Here we go, son.
action, Fields. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jack Jones has got it. And the Titans get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the third interception, he is killing his team.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
These runs, you get maybe a couple of them a game, right, Kate? He breaks that one, and we see him start the foot race. I think we were all rooting for the touchdown just a little bit. That's the type of effort that deserves to finish it in the end zone.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Ready, go!
From the red zone now. Hold in by Lockett, right side. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
Go! Hut, hut.
They're throwing it. On the move, headed right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Hut.
3rd and long for him here. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. Up and good from Joseph. And they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, and that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Jump clear. EQ. Sit high.
A pistol snap, Fields. And they pick him off again. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back to the pick 6. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Bronk, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans make it a 10-point ball game. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
Fields coming back after the pick. This is reeled in by Edwards. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Jack Jones making that tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go. Hey, 10. Punch right. Hey, 10.
Man in motion here. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Chased out to his right. And they pick him off again! L'Jarius Sneed with the INT.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today.
Big game downfield. Give him 32 on the play. And the Titans will have a first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Caught near the pylon. And he gets it to the 1, but goes out just before the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Titans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Hey, 10. Up. No mas.
Off play action. It's Fields. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They get 22 on that one. And it's good enough for a New York first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Fields on first down. And they pick him off again. Along the right sideline, there's space. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme 6.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And, well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set. First and 10.
Here we go.
They've got a man in motion.
Right.
They'll run here on first down. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets a good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Go. Right.
From the 34. Bails out of the pocket quick. Taken in by Smith. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
11.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's Jets football, and they're probably ready to just get this final quarter over with. Packers reset, ball at the 37.
Hey, going out. We're going out right here. Here we go.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. And they pick him off again. And the Titans are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Set, go.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Okonkwo brings it in. And he takes this in after crossing the 45. Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Ready, ready.
This is Pollard running left. Into the red zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans continue piling it on here in the fourth. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Extend. Here we go.
Here's a give inside to Edwards. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Here we go, sir. Set.
Now it's Fields. Catches many down the right sideline. They get 27 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here we go, sir. Right.
1st down throw for Fields. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that separation can create the big play down the field.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's on the move. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Ready?
That's complete to Wilson. And he drives this forward to the 6. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Here we go. 11. Tonight.
They're going play action. He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. And a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Right.
Looking to throw Fields. And he scores. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets putting up points in a game decided. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Point after converted by Zerline. And the Jets get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. And the Titans are able to cover up the kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
60 Eagles, 60, Dragon 60. Cowboy 80. 19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Hup.
On the draw, the give to Pollard. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Titans nearing their first win of the season. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
70. Ready.
Right back to Pollard. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It's a 5-yard gain, and that brings up 3rd and 7.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They send a man in motion. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. That
is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Offense staying out here. It's 4th and 11.
Ready. Warrior 70. Get up.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Here we go. Hey, 10. Right.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Forced out to us. The ball's out. He lost it. But it looked like someone on the Jets got to it first, so the Jets hold on to the football.
Go. Hey, 551. Go.
Fields out of the gun. Caught out left. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Here we go.
All right, one more snap to play here. One final shot here. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, look at this. Here he goes. So this winds up a win for the Titans. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Titans are your winners as we say goodbye from Nashville.